What's up, everybody? Hello. Welcome to the Hustling Sideways podcast. I'm Alan Halas. I'm a music writer.
And I'm Jim Love, and I'm a keynote and motivational speaker who is dressed up today just for you.
Yes, coming live and direct to us from the office, Jim.
That's right. This is
This is a
called
new
working
look.
remote. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think this is the first time you've actually been in the in the process of the full-time job while working on the podcast.
It's actually not. Okay, you'll
Oh,
if you remember, and I know he listens to this show, Dave Campbell. Um, we interviewed him in the same room I'm in right now. So that was like the one time, and the lights went off. Do you remember when the lights went off? And I was like, oh
oh
crap, I
my
have to
God,
get
yeah,
up,
that's right.
switch it up
Yeah,
because there were whatever time, I can't say the word, timed lights. There we go. And anyway,
yeah.
it was the only other time, but otherwise, usually it's in the comfort of my home or your home. One of the two.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we don't have a guest on, like we do every other week, we talk about the things that side hustlers go through, be it Jim and I with our own respective side hustles or just things in general that I think all side hustlers kind of go through. Today I'll go behind the scenes on this one. We are redoing one that I may or may not have lost the video footage from, but you never heard it, so it's good.
It is
And
like it never happened. A tree fell down in the woods and no one was there to see it. So here we
I
are.
wasted at least 10 minutes of Jim's time whenever we recorded that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. The
Uh,
nerve of you to do that. Goodness.
Today we are talking about vacation because it is summer. A lot of people are going away on vacation, whether they've got kids and they're taking the family out, or they're just trying to get away from the workplace for a little bit. When you have a side hustle, however, a little bit harder to get away from the side hustle. So Jim and I are going to talk a little bit about the different things that we do while we're on vacation from work, and kind of how we handle managing those sorts of things.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
can actually I can kick this one off today
do it.
because
Let's fire it up.
I am definitely a person that when it comes down to comes down to taking a break, I'm terrible at it. I am somebody that always needs to have, my friends used to joke that I always needed to be around Wi-Fi. That's not actually true. But there are times that even when I'm on vacation where I kind of glance at what's going on with breaking and entering, or I'll glance at an email if it's, important. I try to not respond to it if I
Mhm.
don't have to. However, there are definitely times where I'm like, well, I just got to get this one thing done.
Mhm.
And I am notoriously bad at that. I will say though, for breaking and entering, what's nice about it is that lately I've been able to schedule more things ahead of time to release automatically. AI has helped with that sort of thing to kind of draft some stuff up, and to also, basically I've got our social media set to autopilot now, which is awesome,
Mhm.
because it's going to keep sending out older links to our Facebook and our Twitter, so you won't even know that I'm gone most of the time, which
You're
also helps
always
with the
there.
busy days. Yeah. So I think that that is the biggest thing for me is I've learned to try and get away from it, by still having things in place and having that safety net of knowing that like there are going to be things that automatically get posted out or tweeted out, and if they don't all get posted, so be it. But
Uh,
I still have a constant presence even when I'm not directly in front of a computer now.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I guess what I'll say too is you and I are similar. I also have a feeling that a lot of people who have side hustles are similar to this, is that we're never totally off. And
Hmm.
I've accepted that, frankly. I'm okay with it. My now degree of not being off is different. Like I used to be like really zoned in, like even when I was away for something. Now I've actually turned off, it's been about 2 years of doing this. I turned off notifications from Outlook. So I have to check my Outlook if I want to check something, which takes more effort than just scrolling on my lock screen. But
Yeah.
I don't like the feeling of falling behind. I never have, never will. And that's just how I'm wired. And so when I feel like I've been out for too long, like I have to go and see what's going on. It's probably a control thing. It's probably like a level of anxiety too with it. But for example, maybe like about a year and a half ago, we went on a trip and I worked most of it. And that was probably not good. I learned that lesson to like put in 3 hours.
Hmm.
Like when we're just all hanging out and everyone's doing their own thing by like a pool. I'm sure I'm gonna go in, and I'm not a big pool guy as it is. Like I'm gonna go check what's going on. And then when I accomplish a couple things that I feel like were more high priority, then I feel better. I feel like
Yeah.
I can relax then. It might be something I'll let go of probably when we have kids someday. That's probably one time when I'm like going to care more about like what they're doing and like less about some of the monotony. But like right
Is
now,
little Timmy drowning or no?
that's right.
Or can I
And
answer
you
this
go out there, do
email?
I need to check this next email? I need to check this. But I've definitely I've gotten better for sure. I've gotten noticeably better. I have to try to, but I don't think. I mean, if I am on vacation and I got an email from a school, I'm going to respond to that email like quickly because I'm excited. I care about it. I'm excited to get it going, and like I'm going to sit there and think about it anyway. So like, might as well just go and take care of it. That type of thing. And I've done that before, and that's fine. But everyone is
Mhm.
different this way. I have a feeling a lot of folks, like I said, are in the same camp of like they want to go after it because like that's something they enjoy. And also, I just feel good when I take care of those types of things. But I think you have to have a limit. That's what I found.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I don't know if any of us are ever going to completely shut down. And if you do that, kudos to you. If you don't do that, you just have to have a limit or some boundary. And like how my word this year is relentless. Like creating that boundary and being relentless about it of where I'm going to cut it off or where I'm going to go in and not doing it all day. Just having my
Yeah.
moment.
Oh, I'm
That's
totally
where I
that
feel
now.
comfortable.
Yeah, I'm that way now where like priorities have definitely shifted for me. I'd say within the last 2 years of like it used to be like I gotta get this done, and this done, and then I'm good. Now
Hmm.
I'm definitely at a point where I'm like, okay, if it's something really big, I will do it.
Hmm.
If you know what I mean, if I'm off, like even for side hustle for anything, if it's like a
Right.
big opportunity shows up, yes, I'm gonna knock that out and then go back to whatever. But now I
Totally.
definitely set more time for myself to try and do something, whether it's maybe if I'm not off for the day, but I figure out something during the week, if I can go skateboarding for a few hours or go
Mhm.
to the gym or,
Go
honestly,
go
if I
make a
can just,
viral TikTok or Instagram post or, whatever it might be.
yeah, or go walk the dog. You know what I mean? Like that also helps too to have like, so maybe I don't go on vacation for like the day,
Mhm.
but I will figure out some time for myself that is like,
Yeah.
okay, I need to just completely say, all right, this is my point where I don't work anymore,
And
for
it's
this
just like it's so
hours.
subjective. I just think it's important to find your own rhythm in all of it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to come back home feeling bad that you worked today. Like, hey, maybe you wanted to do that, but the next day is totally you. Like, whatever that vacation is for you. I don't think I think people are like shaming folks for being like, I can't believe you responded. It's like, who cares? Like, let them do whatever they want to do. If it makes them feel more comfortable and then they can get relaxed, like, sure, that's great. But I think it's weird
Yeah.
to scold people for being like, I can't believe you would do that. Like, it's got nothing to do with you. If you wanted, like you go and you don't do anything for a week. You let this person go and spend PTO the way they want to, and like
Oh,
I,
absolutely.
we all
Yeah.
need to join hands across America and agree on that. Like that's
Yeah, I think so for sure. I will say real quick, the other thing that I have also had to come to make peace with is that for breaking and entering for my side hustle, like I'm my own boss. And
hmm
sometimes I have to tell myself that, like, if something doesn't get posted to the website for a day, maybe there's a day that's completely blank. It's very rare when it happens, but when it does, that's fine. Like that's still
totally
gonna be there tomorrow. Same as like all of the work that you need to get done, it will be there tomorrow, right? Like
exactly. Never
so
go anywhere. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so like I've had to come to terms with like, okay, maybe there are some blank days, but I have nobody to answer to on breaking and entering. That's me, so that's the thing I think too that has also shifted with me, like priorities wise for sure.
Mhm.
So not saying that I'm slacking, but I mean
You're
I've definitely
selective. It's okay.
I think everybody has that. I've even told my boss already to be like, don't think about work for like 5 minutes.
That's it.
And she laughed and she's like, yeah, of course, absolutely. But we're wired the same way on that.
That's
So we want to know though, when you do have to take time off or when you're taking time off for yourself, however that works, whatever that concept is, uh, let us know what do you do and how do you kind of handle that situation? How do you kind of keep peace with having some time off? For sure, let us know. And in the meantime, if you are checking this podcast out for the first time, thank you. If you've been checking us out for the last couple of years, we also thank you as well. Don't forget, we are the Hustling Sideways podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us. We're on YouTube, Instagram, we're on Facebook, TikTok, uh, LinkedIn, all of the places. We are all of them. I think I said them all. I don't know.
You got it.
Yeah. So, and if you want to be a guest on this podcast, don't forget, you can send us an email over at hustlingsideways@gmail.com. And Jim,
Keep on hustling.
we'll see you next week.
Peace.